Hi everyone, welcome to Nana's Tiny Kitchen. Today I'm going to walk you through my bagel recipe. Now, I live in upstate New York. I was formerly from Long Island, so I knew what a really good bagel tasted like. And coming up here, everything is far in between. To find good pizza or good bagels is really difficult. So I decided to start looking up some recipes, and I figured, hey, I can do this myself. So, and now that we have plenty of time because of the whole COVID thing, we can do this at home ourselves. So I'm going to run you through the dough recipe. Now, number one is the bread flour. That's very important that it's bread flour and not all-purpose flour. So here we go. Get your pen and paper. For our dough, 3 1/4 cup of bread flour, 1 teaspoon of instant dry yeast, 2 teaspoons of sugar, 2 teaspoons of salt, and 1 1/4 cup of room temperature on the warm side water. Now when you get all those ingredients incorporated and you form your dough, you're going to put it in a container, cover it, put it in your refrigerator, and it's going to proof slowly for 48 hours. This is really important that it rises really slowly. And this one I had just taken out my refrigerator maybe about a half an hour ago. And I'm going to show you also 6 of them that I just did. Each batch that you do with this recipe will make you 6 bagels. Okay. I have my oven set at 400 degrees, center rack, and I have some water boiling because we're going to dunk these bagels in the water before we get them on our baking tray and into the oven. First off, we're going to take our dough that's been proofing for 48 hours in the refrigerator, and we're going to place it. Put some flour down on your hands. Because this is going to make 6 bagels, so we have to cut it. I'll show you how to form the bagels. It's really easy. If it starts getting a little sticky, just add a little flour to your hands. Okay. I'm going to cut this. I'm going to put my glasses on because, of course, I can't see anything. And we're going to cut this. Don't worry about it if you don't get it as even as you need and one bagel is bigger than the other. There's no written rules to this except for the tiny details that I gave you before. And this is going to go in half like that. Break them apart. And each one of these is going to go in half. Half. Okay, this is the one I'm going to use to let them proof a little bit more. I take a little bit of cornmeal, place it on your baking sheet, and some flour so they don't stick. I like the cornmeal because when you bake them and the cornmeal's on the bottom, it gives that little bit extra crispy. You take your bagel or your dough, make a circle like so, poke your thumb right in the middle, both thumbs, and you go around and around, making your hole bigger. Like so. And you want to make the hole a little wider than normal because when it starts to rise as it's sitting, it's going to fill in. Round and circle, just like that. When you think you got it the way you want it, you place it on your baking sheet. Next one. Same thing, round and circle, round, circle, round, circle. When you have all 6 of these placed on the baking sheet, you're going to put them in a dry place, nice and dark, and you're going to let them rise for 50 minutes to 1 hour. Okay, I'm going to get these all set on this baking sheet and set them aside, and then the batch that I had already done is ready to go in the bath. Okay, here are the bagels that I had already prepared, and they're about to go into the bath. Now this is just boiling water, and you know that the dough is ready. If you place your first one in and it floats, that's what we want. We want it to float. Each side for 45 seconds. Okay. Now in the meantime, I made some mixtures here. I had all these ingredients in my spice container. So it's poppy seed, toasted sesame seeds, some coarse salt, some garlic flakes, and some onion flakes. And here I have some plain toasted sesame seed because sometimes I just like a sesame bagel, especially with either chicken salad or tuna salad. And in this bowl, I had to quickly mix up because my daughter's request was a cinnamon sugar bagel. So I'm going to make 1 or 2 of those for her. So as you can see, these are floating right now. I'll move you in a little bit closer so you can see. And today happens to be sunny and like 50 something degrees out, and I'm standing in front of this oven that is 400 degrees in this tiny kitchen. It's getting a little warm. Okay, I think it's time to flip these over. Now mind you, don't get a little nervous when you look at the way that they look after they've been in the bath. They're going to look a little wrinkly. Oops. But that's the way they're supposed to look. Now on this pan, this is the pan that's going to go into the oven. And I put a little bit of cornmeal and some flour on the bottom so they don't stick. And when they come out of the bath, I'm going to brush a little egg white on the top and then add my ingredients and then make them. Okay, these are good. Give them a good strain. Put them right on the pan. Beautiful. They look a little hurting, don't they? But that's the way that they're supposed to look. And I could get these guys in the bath. Okay. And you could see, like I told you when we were forming the bagel, how that hole kind of fills in. Okay, we can get this out of the way. Excuse me. We can move this forward so you guys can see. Brush a little egg white on the top, all around, just like that. This is my everything mixture. You can also, at the supermarket, they all already have this in a container for the bagels. Put as much or as little as you like. I'm going to do these, everything. Give these a flip. Whoop, come on. to do 2 cinnamon sugar because that's what my daughter requested. And you see the bagels that I had done for you guys first are sitting here on top of my toaster oven underneath the cabinets. And we shut this off because I don't need this until those are ready. Give it a good strain. Just like that. Okay. Move over, Rover. And a little egg white. Brush the top. Just like that. I'm going to take my cinnamon sugar mixture. You could put, like I said, as little or as much as you want. Okay, 2 of these with the cinnamon sugar. I'm going to give her extra. And this last one, let me rinse my hands so I don't get the cinnamon sugar on mine. Like I said before, one of my favorites is the straight up just toasted sesame seeds. And I like a lot of sesame seeds. We're not shy. Okay. Ta-da! Now these are going to go into the oven. And I'll put my glasses on to make sure that we got the time right. I would say about 15 to 18 minutes. Mine takes a little bit longer because my oven isn't on point as far as temperature is concerned. Get yourself a thermometer for inside the oven because it really makes a difference when you're baking. These are going to go right in. Close this up. Set my timer for 15 minutes and then check them from there. Okay. Okay, everyone. Just took the bagels out of the oven. Actually, like I thought, they took a little bit more time than the 15 to 18 minutes. Actually, it was about 21 minutes. But, you know, I just kept checking it after the 15-minute point and adjusting my time to that because my oven is off by a few degrees. And the reason I know that is because I bought an internal temperature thermometer and figured that one out. But here you go. Here's your bagels. Delicious. Nice and fluffy. Oh, they're going to be fantastic. Okay. Well, I hope you enjoyed this recipe. I hope it works out for you. I try to go into as much detail as possible. I've seen so many recipes out there about how to do different things in bagels and sauces and things. And it's just, I like more detail. I like to actually watch somebody do it. Like, I used to like watching Rachel Ray because she would take you like step by step. This is how we do it from start to finish. This is what it's going to look like when it's done. I mean, those things are really important, the little details. So if you have any questions, please shoot me a message. And if you love the recipe, like and share. And next time we're probably going to do some pizza. All right, till next time. Bye.